Hey everyone, this is me Smita Anand and I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about the rules for the ray diagram and second the ray diagrams for the concave mirror. So if you want the ray diagrams for the convex mirror also, you can just comment me down if the comment sections are on. So now let's start with the first, that is rules for the ray diagram. Okay. So for the whole video, F stands for pole, F for focus, C for center of curvature, and we will let that AP will be the object, A prime, B prime will be the image of the object, IR will be the incident ray, RR will be the reflected ray. And so now let's start with the first rule that says that whenever the parallel ray of light strike on the mirror, the concave mirror converge it and the convex mirror diverge the rays to the focus. So now let's start it. The first, that is concave mirror, as you can just see here, incident ray are parallel to the principal axis. So after striking on the concave mirror, the ray is reflected back to the focus. So same case with the convex mirror also, as you can just see here, incident ray, and after diverging, they will be reflected back. So and they will meet at F after joining it. Okay. Now coming to the second rule. So it is just the reverse of the first rule, and it says that any rays, when it will be passed through the focus, it will be parallel to the principal axis. So as you can just see here, whenever the rays of light will be passed through focus, it will be parallel to the it will be parallel to the principal axis. Same case with the convex mirror also, incident ray will be here and the reflected ray will be parallel to the principal axis. Okay, so the third rule says that whenever any ray is passed through the center of curvature, it will be reflected back to the center of curvature only. So as you can just see here, incident ray, whenever it will strike on the concave mirror, it will be get reflected back through center of curvature only. And same case with the convex mirror, as you can just see here, after striking on the convex mirror, it will be reflected back, and after joining, you will find that it meet at C. Now coming to the fourth rule, which will be the last, and it is the law of reflection also, that whenever angle of incident is equal to the angle of reflection. So as you can just see here, angle is created, the incident ray creates an angle of theta, and after reflection the theta angle is only created here, like theta is made here, so theta will be also made here. So if 30 degrees is created here, it will be also 30 degrees. Now same case with the convex mirror also. So now coming to the next. Well, so that's what for the rules for the ray diagram. Now coming to the ray diagrams for the concave mirror. So starting with the first case, if the object is placed between F and P, so you will just find here, that is focus and pole, you will find that using the rule first and second, first will be here and third will be here. So the nature will be virtual. Okay, we are talking about the characteristics of the image formed. So nature will be virtual, orientation will be erect. So let me just tell you that whenever any you can just see image is virtual, the orientation will be always erect and it will be behind the mirror. Okay, so here the location will be behind the mirror and size is highly enlarged. So now coming to the next, which is the second case, object at F. So if the object is placed at F, that is focus, so using the first and third rule, that is first rule here and third rule here, so you will find that the reflected rays are parallel to each other. But whenever you will talk about mathematics, so in mathematics, whenever the two rays are, or whenever the two lines are parallel, they meet at infinity. Okay, so here the nature of the image will be real because it will be formed inverted, orientation will be inverted, location will be at infinity because they meet at infinity, and the size will be highly magnified as compared to the object. Now coming to the third case. So in the third case, the object will be placed between C and F. So using the rule first and third, you will get that first rule will be here and the third rule will be here, passing through the center of curvature. So the object is between C and F. So you will get it that whenever you will join this reflected ray, you will find that the object will be real as it is inverted and the nature will be real, orientation will be inverted, location will be beyond C. As you can just see here, center of curvature is here and the image is formed beyond C, and the size will be enlarged as compared to the object. Now coming to the fourth rule, that object at C. So whenever object is at C, so the image will be at the same size and it will be at the same place. So as you can just see here, first rule is implemented and the second rule is also implemented. Now the nature will be real, orientation will be inverted, location will be at C, and size will be of the same size as the object. Now talking about the fifth rule, object beyond C. As you can just see here, object is beyond the C. So using the first and third rule and the third rule, you will get that object will be formed between C and F, nature will be real as it is inverted, and orientation you know only, and location will be between C and F, size will be smaller than object, as you can just see here. Now coming to the last case, which is object is infinity. So whenever object is at infinity, you will get it that using the first rule, not the second rule, only the first rule, you will get it that the rays are formed, the rays are just passed, it will meet at focus, so the nature will be real, orientation will be inverted, and the location will be at F. So as you can just see here, they are meeting at F, both the rays, so size will be pinpointed. Okay, so I hope so you got it all good. So that's for today's video. I hope so you liked it. If yes, then please comment it down, and thanks for watching. Tata, bye bye, love you all. Bye bye.